Hey everyone, welcome back to Robot Explains.
Today we will talk about how electricity is created.
Electricity is created through the movement of charged particles, specifically electrons, through a material called a conductor. There are several ways to create this movement of electrons and generate electricity, including thermal power. This method involves the burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, natural gas, or oil, to heat water and create steam. The steam then drives turbines connected to generators, which convert the mechanical energy of the spinning turbines into electrical energy.
Nuclear power. In nuclear power plants, nuclear reactions release heat, which is used to create steam and drive turbines. The energy released in these reactions comes from the binding energy that holds the nucleus of an atom together. Hydroelectric power. This method uses the energy of falling water to turn turbines and generate electricity. The water can come from rivers, lakes, or man-made dams. Solar power. Solar power plants use photovoltaic cells or solar thermal collectors to convert the energy from the sun into electricity. Photovoltaic cells are made of semiconductor materials that convert the energy from sunlight into electricity, while solar thermal collectors use the sun's energy to heat a fluid, which is then used to create steam and drive turbines. Wind power. Wind turbines use the energy of the wind to turn blades connected to generators, which convert the mechanical energy of the spinning blades into electrical energy. Geothermal power. This method uses the heat from the earth to create steam and drive turbines. The heat can come from hot water or steam reservoirs deep underground, or from the Earth's hot interior. Biomass power. Biomass power plants use organic material, such as wood, crops, or waste, as a fuel to create heat, which is then used to create steam and drive turbines. Tidal power. Tidal power plants use the energy of the tides to turn turbines and generate electricity. The tide can be harnessed through the use of barrages, which are dams built across estuaries, or through the use of tidal turbines, which are similar to wind turbines but are placed in the water. Wave power. Wave power plants use the energy of ocean waves to turn turbines and generate electricity. All these methods have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, thermal power plants produce large amounts of carbon dioxide and other pollutants, while hydroelectric power can have negative impacts on ecosystems. Nuclear power plants also produce radioactive waste, which is difficult and expensive to dispose of safely.
On the other hand, renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, geothermal, and hydroelectric power are much cleaner and produce very little pollution. In summary, electricity is created through the movement of charged particles, specifically electrons, through a material called a conductor. There are several ways to create this movement of electrons and generate electricity, including thermal, nuclear, hydroelectric, solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, tidal and wave power. Each method has its own advantages and disadvantages. And finally, two funny facts. Electricity was once considered a form of magic, and electricity generators were thought to be operated by demons. In fact, early electricity generators were even called demon engines. Benjamin Franklin's famous kite experiment to prove that lightning was electricity was actually performed by his son during a thunderstorm. Franklin himself was safely inside, drinking wine and waiting for the results.
If you like our video, press like and subscribe.